socials, and of course on Twitch.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Perdón.
Yes, what he said. Everything that he said is right. Vouch. I kind of. Anyway, right. So, what I was seeing a moment ago is that we are having a Street Fighter matchup, a matchup as old as time. And if they do go to Final Destination, my man, I really wish they choose a Street Fighter stage. I really want them to choose a Street Fighter stage. If production could go ahead and let them know if by any chance they want to do that, I would love them forever.
Suzaku Castle?
Yeah, Suzaku Castle. Man, I remember when Ryu first came out as a DLC for Smash 4, I was ecstatic, my man. I was ecstatic. Ryu is one of my favorite video game characters of all time, and just the fact that he's in Smash is just amazing to me. It's still a dream come true. And now that Ken is here too, nah, hombre, tremendos tiros los que estamos viendo, because right now Wazamamerto is in the offstage situation, and even though Iñaqui just got hit with the Shoryuken, that doesn't mean that he's out right now. Waza does have the rage, and in a moment we just see one conversion, and this could be it. And Ken is known to actually use those conversions that Ryu doesn't really have, because you can do alrighty then. Oh my god, he kicked him in the balls, my bro. He kicked him in the balls.
That's the thing. That's what I mentioned earlier. And Pollo did a phenomenal job at avoiding those shield breaks. But you cannot afford yourself to just hold the shield a little longer, unless, of course, you go for the super risky, always threat of trying to parry those options. This is so tan bonito, so pretty to see a canon match between Ken Masters and Ryu, of course, trying to duke it out the OG style. We're in Pokemon Stadium, but it will be a treat if we get a Street Fighter stage, later down the set. But hey, they're both trying to go for their strengths, and of course, that's why we have a sort of even match in this situation. Both playing similar styles, but they have different attributes that separates them one another.
Exactly, and you see the thing is, as a player that has seen and commentated his fair share of Ken and Ryu here in Chihuahua, I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but it's quite hefty the amount of experience I have commentating these two characters. Ken is easily the better one of the two, and I think that's not even like a hot take.
Okay.
I think like it's a very cold take at all. But the problem here is that even though Ryu is one of the worst characters, he can kill a bit earlier than Ken can. The problem is he doesn't have the same conversions, which is why Ken is considered a universally better character. He doesn't have the same conversions. He doesn't have the same amount of shield pressure as well, along with those type of combos you see. Ryu's combos are more short, a little bit more damaging, and have more knockback. While Ken combos tend to string into each other a bit better, like we're seeing right there. And that's why I understand why Wazamamerto right now he was in the lead for a moment. Right now, Iñaki's actually bringing it back, and you see, Ken wouldn't have killed there. Ken wouldn't have killed after a strong up tilt into the Shoryuken. Ryu did, and that's where Ryu shines in this. I don't know if you could call it a pseudo ditto.
I mean, they're echoes after all, right? So in that regard, they do have similar attributes. And I think I know what you mean. For those of you that need a simplified version, Ryu hits a little stronger, so he doesn't. What? Oh, they are. See, let's go to those Suzaku Castle. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And yeah, so Ryu doesn't have, I would like to say, true combos rather, or long strings. But when he does find those strong hitting moves, he will take advantage, just like we saw in this previous game. In contrast, Ken does have these follow-ups that allow him to pretty much control the flow of a battle a little better, but he takes a little longer to convert them into successful stock taking.
Yes, exactly, and that's like the problem with Ryu. That's why a lot of top players prefer Ken over Ryu. And completely understandable. I mean, if another character can do exactly the same thing with just a little bit more effort but easier, then I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer at the end of the day. But it gives us I mean, my man, I am learning right here. No, okay, so they're playing Street Fighter, my man.
Let's go.
They're playing Street Fighter here and there. Hadoukens, they're with the Tatsumaki to avoid it. Ah, man, this takes me way back. You know, shout-outs to Maris that I know she's getting flashbacks right now of actually playing Street Fighter 2 whenever she was young. So shout-outs to her. But my man, I am loving this right now. I have never ever seen a Shoto match like we're seeing right now, because I'm a 8-year-old kid again.
At least not in this sense or this point of high skill Smash. And you love to see it. You love to be here for this moment because it's one of those instances where it doesn't repeat itself too often. Oh, and of course, Iñaqui with the Smash Box, you know, bringing these kinds of nostalgia back. Especially for those in the venue and you guys here at home enjoying this moment as well. Careful, both going for the hard, low approach. But they gotta respect each other because both have insane opportunities once they find an opening.
That's like the problem, man. That's literally the biggest problem they have because they have to respect themselves, but the moment they don't, they could either get punished or get rewarded immensely. And at these percentages right here, that even though there is a 60% difference, this is both death percent for both of them, and even more so for Ryu that has that immense amount of rage that we're seeing. Could possibly be the conversion right here. No, actually let him land on the ground and try to go after him, but simply Ryu with the speed isn't enough. And you see, that conversion wouldn't have killed off a Ken, and Ryu does it just ever so splendidly like we're seeing right here. And Wasser seems to be struggling a bit in order to take this first stock in the second game.
Yeah, Iñaqui needs to take as much advantage as he can get in this first stock that he's still holding. But a parry could be it. Yes, a great parry in order to convert from to that up B, the Shoryuken that we know that Ken is just so good at. Oh, look at that Shakunetsu controlling the air, controlling the space, and look at him just letting him rip because he knows that they're so good at doing what they. Just look at this sheer amount of pressure that Iñaqui's just putting on Wazamamerto. I really can't see, Dio. You're the expert in this matchup, but what would Wazamamerto need to do in order to bring this back?
That's a really hard question. The only thing that Wazamamerto can do in order to bring this back is to just channel those Street Fighter fundies that he has within him in order to make this back, because Ken has beaten Ryu in the past in canonic lore. This is a friendly sparring match, but you see the thing is, I don't see Ryu with the Satsui no Hado. This is an even Steven game, and I ain't talking Steve like Steve from Minecraft. I'm talking about the evenest of evens that we have right here. The parry, oh my god, what a bait! What a bait right then and there. Gets hit with the backer and immediately goes into the Tatsu. When Wazamamerto thought he was safe, he wasn't. He's like, oh, you fool, you fool.
You thought completely unexpected there. And yes, as you mentioned, he's struggling a little bit to get in there because we know that Ryu will deal a lot of damage and control, of course, as we've seen with those Shakunetsus that are just doing so well to control the airspace and basically how the flow of battle moves moving forward. But look, this is the opportunity that he needs. Yes, he gets the odd B once again. Even stocks percentage not too far apart from each other, but we know that Ryu doesn't need a lot of percentage to take a stock, and just like this, it's looking really hard for Wazamamerto. He needs to do something quick before it becomes an inevitable death.
And you see, that's the problem. He's at 100%, but you can't really count Ken out. He has combos where he can take you from 0 to death, but they are extremely difficult and require poor execution on behalf of your opponent. As we're seeing right here, Iñaqui isn't one to relent, and it is in, ladies and gentlemen. Ryu from the streets takes this game 2-0. And it is Iñaqui, the one that advances into top 16, eliminating Wazamamerto, who was giving an impressive spectacle of skill, an impressive spectacle of execution, but just was